Hello there, everyone. Pearl Jr. here. This is a surprise live because I just found some more bombshell clues that Michael left, giving another piece to the puzzle that Brandon Howard is Michael Jackson's biological child. Okay? Anybody that doesn't know all the facts, please watch Alive 4. Is Michael Jackson the missing pieces? I didn't even put everything in there because I'm still finding more and more and more clues that Michael has left us to discover. Now, Michael, I'm learning how his brain worked. Michael was the type that would leave clues or things that was in his mind, in his music, in his art, and the things that he wore, the things that he did, without verbally speaking. Because Michael always would say, I don't really like talking that much, right? Because he did his talking through his art form, okay? Like Billie Jean, right? Mickey loved Billie Holiday. Like Marlon said, Billie looked good in those jeans, Billie Jean. And that's what it was. Billie looked good in those jeans because, and that's Mickey Howard. And I could imagine how she looked in those jeans because back then all the jeans were the rave in the early 80s, okay? Anyway, oh my goodness, this came off. My Skin Butter store. I am in the Skin Butter store today. Oh, what happened? Hold on, guys. Something unplugged. Oh, this came loose. Hold on. I'm going to plug this back in, and I'm going to turn this back on, and I'm going to turn it down. You like that lighting? That's a little bit better, right? And I got a bombshell. Okay, I had to come on. Cecil's taking me out to dinner. We're going to have sushi. So I have a date tonight. Okay, but I only got a few minutes, but I couldn't wait. I just couldn't hold this. I just had to tell you guys. Okay, so I'm coming to you from the Skin Butter store. So you go to the skinbutterstore.com. So I'm at the Skin Butter store. You know, we got eucalyptus and spearmint. I mean, oh my God, it smells just like spearmint gum. And it's so great for your skin and for your sinuses as well. And it's eucalyptus. Everybody knows eucalyptus is good for cleaning you out and detoxifying. Okay, Billy and Sally. Guess what fragrance that is? Lily of the Valley. Okay, it's great. Oh, my nail broke. Sorry, it broke today. Okay, I've got to get it fixed tomorrow. And we have Versace. This is Versace. This is based on Versace Eros. Okay, it is fabulous. Oh my God, these shea butters are so doggone good. Bougie Silky. Oh, it has been around forever. I mean, the whole time I've been selling shea butter. It's Gucci Guilty. It's really, really fantastic. It's supposed to be a men's scent, but I think it's very unisex. Okay, many more scents. Okay, oh, I got Bulgari now. Oh my God, it's such a rich, masculine, it's like a rich person, deep smell. It's clean. It is so good. So I call it Gary the Bull. So I have to put that one on the website. And I got another one, My Way. And it's a Giorgio Armani fragrance called My Way. We renamed it Sinatra. Sinatra, who gets it? Da-da-da-da, bam. Okay, so we got to get to, I've been talking to some people that have been publishing half-truths on, and I don't like that. I want my websites or my accounts online to be factual. Okay, I don't like the manipulation, the spin. Like somebody said, oh, Jonathan Spence, who was a neighbor of Michael's, Michael had a nude picture of him. No, Michael didn't. There was never a nude picture presented in court that ever appeared. It was speculation, manipulation by the defense that was trying to make Michael look guilty. And they tried to put that in there as if, you know, I'm not going to research and see. I mean, come on. All right. A lot of other stuff, too. Okay. So we're going to get to, and then somebody says, oh, Augie didn't even know, not Augie, Mickey Howard didn't even know the Jacksons back then. You know I'm better than that. There was an address book of Joe, Papa Joe, who was Mickey Howard's manager, that's in the Alive 4 docuseries, of her, and it says circa 1979. Okay? 1979. Brandon was born April 1981. Okay, so we have her with the Jacksons, and she lived at the house. Okay, she lived at the house. Michael said the smell of sweet perfume came into his room. Okay, came into his room, so she was at the house. Okay, when he's talking about the lyrics of the song Billie Jean. The lie became the truth. He's telling you the lie became the truth. He's saying his eyes look like mine. Oh no. If 40 days and 40 nights is pregnancy, right? That's the 40 weeks of pregnancy. And want to be starting something. He says Billie Jean is always talking when nobody else is talking. Miki Howard said she signed an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, which means you cannot tell. Now, after the death announcement, Brandon came out with his auntie-in-law, Alejandra, okay, in Japan. Genevieve, his cousin, Randy's daughter, is in a video, a couple Brandon's videos. TJ, and I think it's TJ and Terrell are in a song, a duet, that was released on my birthday, mind you, with Brandon Howard. Deals has a duet with Brandon Howard. Brandon Howard produced a LaToya Jackson song. Brenda Ritchie, who's been friends with the Jacksons since they were children, because Lionel Richie with the Commodores, they opened up for the Jackson 5. Okay, so Brenda Ritchie is Lionel's ex-wife, right? But she became friends with LaToya for a long, long time. When I ran into him, she acted like she didn't know who B. Howard was. And so when the haters got a hold of her, and she was, trying to be mean to me, which I thought was ridiculous for a 70-year-old woman, nearly 70-year-old woman, to engage that way. But anyway, and I said, you didn't even know who Brandon Howard was. She responded back, yes, I do. I remember him running around Havenhurst. Okay, so you guys, I think Karen Faye admits to knowing Brandon as a child all through those years. I believe I probably have something of her written somewhere. I can't remember everything. There's so much more. Michael said he wanted the set to look like the streets of Chicago, even though Billie Jean, the video, was shot in LA. The director, I released a video of the director in one of my videos where the director says, Michael wanted it to resemble the streets of Chicago. Miki Howard is from Chicago. I mean, come on. I got more. I can't wait to tell you guys. I got more. Brandon is the name of Marlon's twin that died one day after death, and nobody else has that name. I find it very odd that Brandy, okay, who I think could be Janet and James DeBarge's daughter. Her name is Brand too, as in the Jackson brand, Brandon, Brandy. I think that's just coincidental. I just think that's coincidental. Okay, but it's something. And then somebody told me, and who would know this, right? That in a Jet article, it gave Brandy's age when Jackie and Enid was getting a divorce, right? It said she was 3, so that would have made her 2 years too old. But who would know that? What fan would know something like that from a Jet magazine back in the 80s? Nobody would, except for the person who was part of them purposely putting that in that magazine to throw people off, that Brandy, she might think she is 2 years older than she is. That's what I'm thinking, because if you got to cover it up, you're going to cover it up, and you got to cover up the age. You got to cover up the age. So I'm just saying. She looks like them. She looks like the DeBarge's daddy, like splitting image. I don't know, though. I don't know. But I'm just putting some stuff together. But I'm not really into that as much as I am into Brandon. I know Brandon. Brandon's always sweet to me. He usually texts me on my birthday to say happy birthday. I interviewed Brandon. I came and covered him when he was at City Walk. I mean, everything matches. The way he sounds. And then people say, Michael had a deep voice and a soft voice. Come on. After 50 years, you think we don't know what Michael sounds like? That was when Michael was trying to act like Diana Ross, and he was using a soft voice. That was in the 1970s to the 1980s. We have heard Michael's voice. We know Michael's voice. God, stop with that, please. Okay? And it sounds just like Brandon's voice. Just like Brandon's voice. Just like Brandon's voice. He looks like him. He has Michael's exact lips. Michael said his eyes look just like mine. Okay? He has a small nose because Miki Howard has a tiny nose. Okay, just like Marlon has a large nose, right? Genetically. But his wife, Carol, I think that's her name, Carol has a very small nose. And the son has a very small nose. He looks just like her. Looks just like her. I'm just saying. Okay. What else with the timing? Okay. Brandon was born April of 1981. And I think the song, oh my God, I can just keep going on and on and on and on and on about these puzzle pieces with Brandon. I'm getting ready to get to something. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, forget that. It's in the live docuseries. Watch Alive 4. I got to go because the store closes in like 1 minute, and I gotta close. The store closed 2 minutes ago. I still have the doors open. Okay, so Augie is in the off the wall credits. Okay, Augie Johnson is the pretend dad. Augie Johnson is the setup dad. Okay, he would not always tell the truth because when him and I interviewed together, he had dates wrong, and I have proof that he had dates wrong. Okay, Miki Howard, she was a participant in teen beauty pageants. Okay, that's why he said she was more like a beauty queen. Kind of like a beauty queen. That's what he was saying. Kind of like. Okay, he was telling us who she is. She participated. So Augie Johnson is in the credits as a background singer on Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. So we have 1979. Okay, so we know that the dates that Miki was with Michael at that time. Okay, we know that. Before, we can put her with Joe signing into his address book in 79. We got Augie on Off the Wall credits 79, and we have Brandon born 1981. Now listen to this. One of the lyrics is "We dance till 3." My baby, I looked up and my baby danced till 3. That don't make no sense. He said, I bet you the lyric was "My baby's next to 3." Okay, because the song came out, next to 3 is 2. Okay, the song was released in 84. Okay, in 84. So Brandon would have been 83. It was released in 83. So Brandon would have been 2 by then. Okay, 2. So next to 3 is 2. Okay, but the album came out in 82, right? 82. Okay, and you know when you're going to release songs. But anyway, and maybe he changed the lyric because the timing was off. And maybe that's why he changed the lyric. When he wanted to say "My baby's next to 3. That's what I think he meant to say. Okay, and he changed it, "We dance till 3. Okay, because maybe the timing was off. Okay, because when the album was first supposed to be there, Cecil's dad was his dad was the executive that was overseeing the Thriller project. Can you imagine? Oh, the freak, right? Oh my God, how did I end up with this guy? And Cecil's dad is in the credits of Thriller, right? Because his dad was part owner of Casablanca Records, and then his dad also worked for CBS at that time. And he was a high-ranking executive. So that's why he got to be in the credits. So when the album they first released it to the executives to listen to, it was a mess. It was a mess. And Cecil's father was in that meeting, and it was a mess. So Michael was in the corner, crawled up, crying, blah, blah, blah. So Bruce Sweden went in and he did a whole documentary about it, how he went in for 9 days straight. He remixed the whole album, did it perfect. He almost started crying when he said that Michael, there was not one off-tune vocal in the whole album. He could have cried because Michael worked so hard on that album, Thriller album. Okay, so then it came out a little later. Okay, but it came out #1 bestseller album in the world. Okay, so let's get to the real credit. Oh, Michael drew pictures of Miki. Okay, Miki Howard. He drew pictures of her. Okay, so it's all there. It's all there. Timing, access, name, the way he looks, the way he sounds, been in the family the whole time. Everything is there. Everything is there. That is Michael Jackson's biological son. Okay, period. Okay, now let's go to the song on the Thriller album called "Baby Be Mine." Okay, woo, hey, 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 hey. Okay, you guys, I'm going to another level. You're thinking, oh, we know already. You already told us. You already did a video that Miki Howard had a song called "Baby Be Mine," and Michael had a song called "Baby Be Mine." Okay, Michael's "Baby Be Mine" appeared right on the Thriller album, right? So you know he's telling you. He's trying to be honest because he's an honest person, but he just, he chose his career over his son. He really did. But his son was in his life and around and with the family the whole time. Okay, so here is the back of the Thriller album. Okay. Want to be starting something is don't have the baby if you can't afford the baby. Mickey was a struggling artist at the time. Baby Be Mine. The Girl Is Mine. Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean, Human Nature, PYT, and Lady in My Life. The only two songs that weren't released as singles was Baby Be Mine and Lady in My Life. Lady in My Life got more play than Baby Be Mine. Okay. But all the rest of them, they were released as singles, #1 best-selling album in the world, because it deserves it. It's a fabulous album. Okay, so we got Baby Be Mine on the Thriller album. I can't wait to tell y'all. Okay, so then we have Miki Howard. Okay, she had a song, and the album was called Confessions, and here's her song, Baby Be Mine. Okay, so Michael's telling you the baby be mine. That's my baby. That's my son. And he knew it was a son too, right? He knew it was a son, not a daughter. Baby be mine. Okay, the child is not my son. That's because he prayed and prayed. He hoped the baby wasn't his. He's not mine, not mine, not mine. Oh, I look just like mine. Oh, lie became the truth. Oh no, be careful. Okay, sweet perfume will get you. That's, and I'm selling sweet perfume. Okay. So Miki Howard's album, with Baby Be Mine, Confessions, came out in 1987. I love this one. Okay, 1987. Okay, they're two different songs, but they got both the same title, right? Baby Be Mine is a song by Miki Howard, released as the first single from her second album, Love Confessions, in 1987. The song was a single in 1987. 1987? Whoa, okay. But that was 5 years after Thriller came out. Right? Okay, here we go. Baby Be Mine is a song written by Rod Temperton. Before I go there, wait. Now, remember, I think Thriller was called Twilight. It had another name before, right? So Michael, it is Rod Temperton's song, right? Rod Temperton did, I think, 3 songs on the album. Lady in My Life. Oh no, he did Thriller. He did Baby Be Mine and one more song. I can't remember. Okay, Carousel. Was it Carousel? Somebody Carousel. That was another one of Michael's songs or something. But it was supposed to be on the Thriller album, but it wasn't. Okay, but anyway. So and I'm wondering if Michael had Rod change the name of this song, just like he had Rod change the name of his song for Thriller, name it Thriller. I wonder if he had Baby Be Mine changed too. I bet you he did. Okay, but Rod didn't know why. People don't know why Michael do what Michael do, but Michael has his own inner thoughts. Okay, let's finish reading it. Produced by Quincy Jones and performed by American singer-songwriter Michael Jackson. It is included on the Thriller album by Jackson, and along with Lady in My Life is one of only 2 songs on the project to not be released as a single. However, the song was the B-side of 2 of Jackson's singles. 2 singles, B-side of 2 singles. The first one was 1983, Human Nature, okay, as well as I Just Can't Stop Loving You, the lead singer from Bad in 1987. Now, who does that? Who does that? Who releases a song from a previous album? 1987, right? So Mickey's song comes out, Baby Be Mine, in 1987. Michael puts it on the back side of I Just Can't Stop Loving You from the Bad album in 1987. Ba-bam! Ba-bam! Okay? They are both at the same time saying, Baby Be Mine. All right, guys, I just had to tell y'all that, okay? So now the puzzle is huge about Brandon, okay? Be sure, if you are new to my investigations, I'm very thorough. I am very factual. Sometimes I speak too fast. I misspeak. That's why I'll put comments where, oops, I misspoke, or something like that. But usually the facts, I show you the facts, okay? And I might say it wrong or read it wrong, but my facts are good, right? So now we got them both coming out. Michael saying, oh, you going to release Baby Be Mine? Okay, well, I want to tell the world, too, that the baby be mine, that your baby be mine. Okay? All right? All right, then. Love you guys. Go to michaeljacksoninsider.com and be sure to order your Stays All Day shade. Last through work and play, because everybody's got skin. Okay? Love you guys. Bye-bye.